Hey, what's going on, G-Ballers? Today, I have an exciting new knife here to share with you coming in from Kizer. If this is your first time stopping by, welcome to G-Ball Vision. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what is in your pockets today. Feel free to let me know the entire loadout. This is going to be a new release for Kizer, and it is out of their Bladesmith series here. It's going to be called the Raze, and it is designed by Mark Perez. So I am very excited about checking this knife out. If you are seeing this video, these knives are available, and I will have links to them down in the description and in the pinned comment. This is a beautiful looking knife here. So we have titanium, and we have, what is that? Some sort of camo carbon. What does that say? 80s camo carbon. Wow. Yeah, that is some good looking stuff, and I like just going for that bolster and pivot area aesthetic. That looks really good. We have it on both sides here, of course, and we're looking at a full titanium body, titanium pocket clip. Now, that looks like it's going to be reversible, and I have to believe that Mark would make it so that it is reversible. If I'm wrong about that, I will put it up on the screen. We are looking at a cutout and a front flipper here for the deployment. Wow, very good on that detent. This is going to be a liner lock here that has a great detent on it, and that blade is sick looking. Look at that. Now this is a pokey, slicey bugger here. We're going to be looking at S45VN, and this is going to have a true matte DLC finish to it. You can see here S45VN with a matte DLC blade. A lot of people think that you can only get a DLC with like a satin or a polish or something like that. There are a couple different styles out right now, and Kizer, from what I know, has several of them. So, you know, you can get a variety when it comes to the DLC finish. I do like the matte look, but I also like the satins and polish look as well. We are looking at a nice sharpening choil there, and we have jimping that runs out the spine of the blade there to the tip of our little hump. Yeah, this is a good size. I like that blade shape. It does go with the flow of the handle as well. I'm not sure if that's aluminum or if that is titanium here. And then we can see in the back we have a bunch of cutouts in there for weight relief. So that's going to help balance this knife out quite a bit. I am interested here to see what we're looking at in regards to the size. Yeah. This is exactly what I want to see right here. We are at 8 1/16. Yes. We didn't check the blade. We're at 3 and it's just shy of a quarter. 3 3/16 with 3 3/8 of cutting edge, 3 3/8 strong. So a very good size. And to put that in a better perspective for you, we have the Kizer Drop Bear up top and the Kizer Militol down here on the bottom for size comparison. And you'll see this knife is going to be directly in line with something like the Militol. And you can see here two different DLC blades where the Militol has a polish and this has a matte finish. You know, I guess it would depend on the day, you know, if you ask me which one I like more. But the matte finish is definitely going to be better if you plan on actually using the knife. And two more for you. We have the Benchmade Bug Out and the Vosteed Raccoon down here. You'll see this knife is bigger than both of those. We'll go ahead and get out one of our many G-Ball Vision and 50 Ways Baked In Hanks out here. Link is always in the description with a coupon code. We'll check this pocket clip and we'll see what it looks like here in the pocket. It looks to be a standard milled clip, and that is going to be perfect right there in my opinion. That leaves a little bit hanging out of the pocket, which gives you a good indicator, and You have some surface area to grab a hold of this and pull it out of your pocket. I also like how it looks nice and clean. So perfect for me, and that has good retention, and it looks to have pretty good clearance under there as well. Pretty good solid spring there, and like I said, I'll let you know about the option for lefties, but I have to believe that he made this left-hand friendly. And we didn't even take a look at the front flipper there. Wow, I was so dug into the knife, I knew it was there, but I forgot about it almost. That works really good also. The jimping runs all the way up the spine here, and it actually runs way past down into the handle there, which is exactly what you might as well do, and that is going to work very, very well. I mean, hell, the only thing right off the get-go here, the only thing I would add to this knife is a longer backspacer, and that's that's good praise coming from me. But yeah, that's about the only thing I would add to this knife to, change it up to my own preferences, would be a longer backspacer. But nonetheless, this is really cool. It's actually different than what it's a little bit different in its blade and the way that it's set up. And, it's been odd lately over the last year with designs. We have not seen barely any knives that hit 8 and above. A few, but it's just been the year of small knives. And I thought in 2023 in 2024, I was hoping, hey, we're going to have a big knives year in 2025. Well, no, I was wrong. It's been pretty much the year of 8 and under again. But in a world of knives, 8 inches and under, this one mainly 7.5 and under, if we're being really thorough. But this being up around 8 inches, having a little bit different aesthetic to that blade. You don't get to see a ton of knives with this real nice long elongated point like that. It's going to be great for poking and whatnot. Let's go ahead, we'll switch gears, and we'll give this thing a weight check. We'll also check the handle thickness, and we'll check out that blade as well. So first things first, we'll go ahead and we'll get the old arch nemesis out here, and we'll guess the weight of this knife here. I invite you all to play along and put your guess down in the comments. What do you think this knife weighs? Just from my description alone. It'll be ultra tough, but it's fun. So put your guess down in there. There's been times where I am way off. Let's go ahead. I'm going to give this a shot here. Let's see. It's up there around 4 ounces. Yeah, 4.2. Oh, damn. 3.7. That's not that bad. That's really not that bad. 104 grams. I thought I was closer. I thought for sure it weighed 4. 3.7 ounces though, like I said, and 104 grams for everyone else. Now we'll roll in the calipers here and we'll get a check on our handle thickness. We're at about 0.52, which is perfect for me and my preferences anyway. 13.4 millimeters. Blade stock thickness is about 2.95 millimeters and 116 thousandths. We'll roll over into our behind the edge, and they got that down there around 24. could be closer to 23. And we'll roll into millimeters here. And about 0.61 millimeters. Let's go ahead and we'll see how the Raze cuts out of the box. We'll go ahead and get our catalog paper out here and we'll see how this bad boy does. But as I've said the entire video, this is going to be a great poking and piercing type of knife. But we also come down there pretty nice behind the edge, and we have S45 VN backing us up, which is a very well-rounded steel. No complaints from me on S45. It's different than the norm. If you're not using M390 and 20 CV, you know, I'm pretty much cool. Like if you're not using those two, I'm just kind of, you know, tired of seeing it at this point. But, you know, especially when there's a lot of good steels out there. But, yeah, this is going to be a great poker, and it'll be a great cutter. Of course, if you have any brain cells at all, you can look at this and know this is not the type of knife you're going to hammer into a tree and try to use it as a step. Right, that's not what this is for by any means. But yeah, if you can see the New Breed EDC emblem there on the back side of this, yeah, you know, and I could do without the Kizer there. It is clean, it looks good, you know what I mean. I could do without it though. Not a deal breaker by any stretch of the imagination. This thing is really solid. We'll give a look here at the centering, and that looks to be on point, I should say. And we'll grab our off-grid driver here. We'll see what we're looking at for hardware. We have an anodized, non-tooled pivot on the show side, looking like T8 for the body here. Excellent job. And we'll go T8 here as well on our titanium clip. And it's going to be T8 all the way around. Very, very good. Very good job on the attention to detail, the little things that matter. We'll go ahead and we'll get the final say out of the spine whacker. And you might say, what is the spine whacker? That is the spine whacker. And we're going to see how the Raze does. Make sure it's going to have a good lockup if it meets some adversity. And lockup looks pretty early there, but is no indication that it shouldn't be a worry. Let's just say it feels good, and it feels locked up. No movement any direction. We'll start out towards the tip here, and we'll go light with it, just to get us going and make sure it won't fail under very light pressure. We'll go to the middle, give it a couple of harder taps there, couple of harder ones up towards the pivot, and a good old triple tap to finish us off. Yeah, it has good lockup, and Kizer has done a good job on their quality control. That is something I've noticed over the last 2 years since I started checking locks every knife in and knife out, checking every single one that I've ever touched. Kizer has done a phenomenal job when it comes to that. I think I can only think of one knife off the top of my head that's failed from them, and it was a button plunge lock, like something I got 2.5 years ago or so. So, you know, that's a long time and a lot of knives. So they do a good job all the way around. There's a reason that Kizer is popular. It's because they're heavily involved with the knife community. They are not only heavily involved, but they take what the people who buy their knives, they take their opinions and put them back into, you know, the outcome of certain knives. They're also working with a wide range of awesome designers that are putting out really sweet models. They're using all kinds of different steels. You know, they're one of the best when it comes to the options of blade steels to choose from when it comes down to a company and what they offer on their releases. They just have a massive range. Pretty much almost everything you could want. There's like one or two that I haven't seen them do, but everything else pretty much makes up for that, in my opinion. There's a couple they haven't used. I don't think I've seen M4, Magna Cut, and Crewwear, I think, are the three that I haven't seen them use. But they use a ton. They use a bunch of different steels, and it's just awesome. They use a bunch of different handle materials. Really enjoy what Kizer has done over the last couple of years. Proof that if you listen to your customer base and you stay in tuned with your customer base, you're going to be very successful, in my opinion. You'll have to let me know, what do you think of the new Kizer Raze? Are you going to go and pick any of the new Kizer releases up? I look forward to hearing your thoughts and opinions on this knife here. Excellent job, Mark, in my opinion. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. That helps push this video out there to more people. And the more people we can get this in front of, the more that it helps out our good buddy, Mark. Excellent job again, man. If you're new to the channel and you enjoy knife and EDC content, you're in the right place. Make sure you subscribe because I release videos like this every single day. I'd love to have you here. I'll pop up a couple of new videos. Go check one of them out. Have yourself an awesome day. Thank you all again for watching. I will catch you on the next one, baby.